I didn't expect this, but now in hindsight, yeah, it does make sense. As Logitech long time ago expanded their offer from having office only to gaming portfolio of peripherals too, Razer went the other way around from being a brand that delivers gaming oriented products to one that now also wants to offer something for everyday use in working environments, because when everything is said and done, a lot of users use their mice for productivity. So, how does the wireless Razer's Pro Click model compares to something like Logitech's tried and true MX Master series? Are they on the right path? From the design point of view, it looks really sleek and elegant, especially with this chromed line that goes around it, for which at first I thought it will look a bit tacky, but it does go well.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
For which at first I thought it will look a bit tacky, but it does go well with the metal scroll wheel and the dark grey side grips, which are found on both the left and right side of the mouse. Although I wish they also offer something else besides the white color, just for the sake of maintenance practicality, although I do like how it looks on it. Thankfully, Razer steered away from any RGBs with this one. From ergonomics point of view, being a right hand only design instead of a generic shape, we have very natural body lines of the mouse, slightly sloping to the right side towards the front, with a raised up backhand and a pretty minimal but at the same time very functional thumb rest area. It suited my palm grip style almost perfectly. I had to do basically minimal to none adjustments coming over from the MX Master 2S. All of this is not a surprise since they made this mouse in collaboration with Humanscale, a world-renowned manufacturer of ergonomic products, in particular office furniture like chairs and tables. Below the mouse on each end you can see a big U-shaped gliding surfaces, in between them Razer's 5G optical sensor, more on it later on, below which you have a dedicated switch for going between the Bluetooth and 2.4 GHz connection, and a housing spot for the same receiver in case you move about a lot or you just plan to use the Bluetooth connection. See, Logitech? It can be done. Touche on the other hand, because Razer also made a mistake and didn't take a note from Logitech, as they used the micro USB connection for charging the battery, plus the hole on the front of the mouse for the cable is basically a proprietary one because of its shape. Speaking of the battery, Razer claims up to 200 hours of battery life over 2.4 GHz wireless connection over the dongle and up to 400 hours using the Bluetooth connection. I've personally experienced something along the line of that while using this mouse. So, how is this mouse handling your everyday use? Of course, this 16,000 dpi optical sensor is an overkill for the most part, with tracking capability of up to 450 IPS, but I'm pretty sure that there are some users with multiple high-resolution screens who will know how to take advantage of such high DPI capability of the Razer Pro Click, because I, for example, use my MX Master 2S at its highest pointer speed and wouldn't mind to have a bit more. And this is where the Pro Click one-ups the MX Master series in my opinion, because it can be a really decent gaming mouse if needed, capable of being used for more serious FPS gaming without a problem, although it also has a bit high lift-off distance, but less unwanted acceleration. What's even more surprising is that it's not that heavy, tipping over just a bit above 100 grams, which is extremely light for this type of productivity-oriented mouse. The only thing I've noticed is that it doesn't perform as well as the MX Master series on the glass and more reflective types of surfaces, so have that in mind if that is your case. Another important thing when it comes to productivity are of course all the buttons and switches that go along with the mouse. We have a total of 8 mechanical switches, all of them fully programmable, and besides the regular ones we have 2 additional on the left side, another one behind the scroll wheel, middle click of the scroll wheel, and again one for the books for other mice brands, in my opinion very useful left and right side scroll wheel. All the switches are very firm and direct, only the right click has some minimal wobble to it, while the scroll wheel has a bit of a too small and subtle stepping for my taste. And here is how all of that sounds. Not too bad, but definitely not that quiet, especially the middle click. Finally, crowning it all is the software experience. The Pro Click uses the same Razer Synapse utility as their other peripherals do, and here once again my theory around being a somewhat gaming-oriented mouse too is confirmed by the settings offered here. You can, for example, set different DPI levels and pulling rate. Of course, you can also remap the buttons here, create macros, customize different profiles, and check your battery... Oh no, not this again. Battery level indicator that indicates... well, nothing too usefully precise. One challenge that the Pro Click will have is the fact that its current price of 110 euros doesn't help him compared to its competitor, the latest MX Master 3, which has a longer battery life, quick charge option, multiple device connection profiles, USB Type-C connection, so you'll have to weigh in all of that and think about what you really need when it comes to those particular features. What it does have is better ergonomics, at least in my case, and the fact that it's more versatile when it comes to the non-productivity part, so it hits two birds with one stone, making it more attractive to users who aim to have some fun times too. Get it? Aim to have. Yeah, that was a bad pun. That's it for this time from me. Thank you once again for watching. Please take a second to toss me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my content, that really helps a lot. And if you like what you saw, feel free to subscribe. And if you already are, be sure to press that notification bell down below so you don't miss out on a new video. And until then, catch you later guys.